You're listening to The Manning Report with your host, James David Manning. The news behind the headlines.
Just another thought as we are talking about Jeffrey Epstein and his murder. The idea is it possible, as I stated to you, that Bill Barr's father hired Jeffrey Epstein to teach in a all-boys and all-girls high school, even when he did not have a college degree? Now, any reasonable person would ask the question, why would he do that? Why would the father of Bill Barr hire Jeffrey Epstein without a college degree to teach in an all-boys, all-girls high school? Is it possible that the reasons he did so was because Bill Barr, including his father, knew about the trafficking of young girls by Jeffrey Epstein, as he has been doing this for years, and they were a part of it? Could that be a possibility? Now, I'm just throwing it out there. Could that be the reasons as to why Bill Barr's father hired Jeffrey Epstein? Could it also be possible, and again, this is just an idea and thoughts, that Tribulation Trump knew about Jeffrey Epstein? We've seen footage and videos of Tribulation Trump and Epstein together in a room full of young women. And as Tribulation Trump stated, that Jeffrey Epstein likes girls on the younger side. He liked beautiful women, as Tribulation Trump himself states. Could it be that Tribulation Trump knew about this as well, knew that the time would come when Epstein would be found out, his secret, the trafficking of the young girls, his sexual acts with the young girls and other people? Could it be that Tribulation Trump knew all of this was going to come out, and so he put forth the demise of Jeffrey Epstein? Again, I state to you, things did not run the way they were supposed to be ran. And if we go back to what Lawrence O'Donnell stated about Bill Hurwitz, and the fact that he did not have any experience whatsoever with a high-profile case like this, one would also have to ask, why would you put someone in a position who has no experience to deal with a high-profile case like this? Why would the defense lawyers of Jeffrey Epstein ask him to be taken off of suicide watch? Why was there not officers who patrolled Epstein the way they were supposed to, even when he was taken off of suicide watch, at least a half an hour at a time? Why did that not take place? All of these are reasonable questions. And I've said to you again, when we're dealing with Tribulation Trump and this entire presidency, as we have watched the gangster-like mentality and words of Tribulation Trump throughout these years, it is not a coincidence that all of this is taking place. We have seen the waters muddied many times by Tribulation Trump and those people in his inner circle. And so you would have to ask yourselves, if you are looking for the truth, if you want the truth. Now again, the media is not going to give you this information, even if they found out that this was the case. But I am telling you, there is something that's not right about the death of Jeffrey Epstein. Now, they will try to bury it as much as possible because, of course, they don't want the truth to come forth. But think about it. Think about all that I have said. You watch the news yourself. Think about all of the information that you've been given just by the dunghead media. And think logically and reasonably about all that I have stated. Is it far-fetched? Is it a ridiculous idea? Of course not. Why would William Barr's father hire a man with no college degree to teach young boys and young girls? One would have to really ask themselves the question, if you are seeking the truth.
This is a bit of a news blog we do, looking at spiritual wickedness in high places for the most part, making some observations about it and giving people a biblical foundation to the way of interpreting, rather than have Sean Hannity or Laura Ingraham or Janine Pirro or Anderson Cooper or Rachel Maddow or Don Lemon, Rush Limbaugh interpret what's going on in the world. You come to me and I'll tell you based on what the Word of God says. They'll just give you their worldly, sinful view. But the Manning Report will tell you what God has said, whether to say yea or nay, whether to go or to stay. You'll be led by the word of Almighty God. Come to the Manning Report on a daily basis to interpret the spiritual wickedness in high places, because there's plenty of it that's going on. And so I'm the Lord's servant, James David Righteous Rebel Manning, and I'm here to serve you with news and information.